Good morning, Facebook friends and family, and my faithful lawyer YouTube subscriber. Today it is Monday, August the 8th of the year 2016. Had a long weekend. I spent the weekend with some friends, and we kind of hung out, and I ended up going to Einstein with a friend, and we sat there talking. And we ended up discussing, he's about 10 years younger than me, so I'm 40. He's actually maybe 15 years younger than me. So I'm 46. I think he was like 32, 33, somewhere for him. So the question came up about the black community and have I ever had any issues within the black community because I am such an out person about my sexuality, being black and gay. And I had to be very honest with him. I told him I've never, ever in my life, I've been out publicly since I was in high school. I personally have never had an issue from the black community in regards to my sexuality. I've never encountered some of the problems that a lot of people have. Maybe I've just been in a much better situation than most people. But I hear these horror stories from people about co-workers, family, friends, and all kinds of stuff going on where people don't accept them for who they are. Well, I've never had those issues. And I think one of the reasons why I don't have those issues because I came out in high school. And I've always been comfortable with who I was, so I never had a problem with telling people what was going on in my life. I never ran from it. So the people I went to high school, my good friends, the people I've known over the years, my family, everyone has known, and it's never really been an issue. I've never had to deal with some of the problems I hear that a lot of black folks go through. Now, a lot of black gays go through. Now, I know these problems do exist, so I'm not going to sit here and say they don't exist because I know it does exist in our community. To the level that it does exist, I'm not too sure. The reason why we were having that talk is we were discussing just various issues taking place in society today. Why so many men get married and have wives. And let me state this. To a degree, I understand why some men deceive their wives. To a degree. I don't necessarily agree with deception. I don't think anyone deserves to be lied to. But it's unfortunate, but in our culture, a lot of black gays are not accepted. They're kind of looked down upon. Like I said, I've never had this issue. But I've heard the stories about mothers and fathers rejecting their gay children, brothers and sisters, rejecting their gay brothers and sisters, churches throwing out members. I've heard horror story after horror story after horror story. So some people are not if you're dealing with, like, I can imagine if I had a mother and a father who were homophobic, that I may have tried to hide my sexuality from them and my other family. If I felt that my family members would reject me because of my sexuality, I could possibly see me hiding who I am from them. I can see that being an issue. Like I said, though, I've never encountered those issues, and I'm glad that I haven't encountered, because that can make your life pretty difficult, having to hide who you are. And I don't think this is necessarily just a black thing. I think this happens in all races, in religions and background, Mexican. But I think it can happen in any household. And you just have to be a strong person to be happy. Because I've had this question asked to a lot of gay guys, like, how do you do these YouTube videos? How are you comfortable? Look, guys, this is how I've always lived my life and been independent. I hate to use that term, independent. I've been on my own since I was 18 years of age, paying my own bills, working jobs, doing whatever I needed to do. No one has taken care of me. I've never had to borrow anything from nobody. Thank goodness. So I don't worry myself about people who are pointless and meaningless to my life. There are a lot of guys out here who are consistently worried about people and their issues. So I don't know. I can't go around here worrying myself about people in the black community and what they think about me. I can't. You'll go crazy worried about what people think about you. And I know a lot of people seem to think that a lot of people go through life trying to please other people. And that's how they end up married, with children, with a wife, sneaking around having sex with men. Oh, I get it. I don't agree with it. I don't think it should be done. I think lies and deception. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody and they were lying and deceiving me. And to get your ass choked out around 2 o'clock in the morning while you in there snoring asleep. I might just about find out the truth. I literally might take care of your ass. Deception is difficult. And so I look at these guys and you guys, please understand this. I've met a ton of married men over the years. And when I was younger, I did have some situations with some married men. Not that and I look back on that, I was young and stupid. I would never. As I got older, I said, okay, this doesn't make any sense. This isn't a wise idea. So as I got older, I decided, that's not something that's good or healthy for me or them. You know, it's not a good feeling to be in a situation where you like or you're in love with some man and he gets up out your bed and he can't even spend the night because he has to go home to his wife. For a lot of gay guys, except because I know at that time I knew a lot of gay guys who were dating married men, and they liked dating these married men. In their mind, they assumed a man who was having sex with a woman on a regular basis was more masculine, was considered more masculine. I'm just telling you what their mentality was back then. I don't know what it's like today. That's why people would do that. But a lot of people feel that a man who has sex with a woman is more masculine. Some gay guys think that having sex with a so-called straight man, oh yeah, right, ain't no man straight if he laid up in your ass in bed having sex with another man. That's just not possible. But some people feel that a lot of guys feel that that's more attractive to them. So I went down that path. It was a huge mistake, colossal mistake, and I quickly corrected myself. And I don't waste my time. I wouldn't waste my time with a married man. But I know some friends today who do still have relationships with married men. One of my friends, that's all he only dates men who are married. If they're not married, he don't want nothing to do with them. But that's his logic. And his life is miserable. Constantly chasing behind someone who has to go home to his wife and kids. That ain't for me. So like I said, my life has been relatively easy as a black gay man. I've never had any issues. I never had any of these problems that I know a lot of people have. I know they exist. I know there are a lot of people in pain. I know there are a lot of guys out there hiding. I understand. But for me, I hate to use the term and say lucky. For me, I never had those issues. But I do understand that there are people in our community who are having terrible issues dealing with their sexuality, who are trying to make some correct, because they couldn't live out for whatever reason. They couldn't, because there are a lot of guys out there who just cannot live an out and proud life, and I understand that. So, I get it. I understand. Anyway, so if you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends. Love to hear your stories about how you came out, when you forced out. Are you out? Are you still hiding? I'd like to hear these stories. Anyway, quick like if you like my videos so I can share them with family and friends. And again, today it is Monday, August the 8th, 2016. And now go out and enjoy your Monday and have a great